Hello my planner pals and welcome back. If you're new, hi, I am Di, this is Creative Karma Design, and today we are talking about Q3, or I'm going to call it summer goals. I am doing things a little bit differently for, I'm going to say the foreseeable future, but at least the next season. We're going to call it the next season. So when I was doing my journal monthly for July, I did this on Patreon. I wanted to do something that was kind of like a tracker. And so what I am doing, because I like to fill in this space, what I'm doing is I'm doing one thing each day that moves me forward with my goal. Now I can either write in the thing, or I can put a photo in, or whatever. Like, I have to put something in there. Now, if I don't do something, then I'm going to use the leftovers of these and then just fill the square in. So I'll be able to see at an instant if I didn't do something. But the plan is I just do one thing. Now, I know then the next step is, well, where am I taking the one thing from? Because I could just make something up and pull it out of my bum, right? So what I did was I made a list. Now, clearly, this is all not going to get done over summer. That's just not realistic. So what I have is this, and I'm going to put it on a clipboard. Just going to hang it on the pegboard, and I'm just going to pull something from this list and then do that. And I'll just do that, you know, whenever I have the time to get something done. And you can see that I've already filled a little bit in. I've just put a little bit from yesterday, because today is the 2nd. And what I thought was, because I knew I was going to do this, and I knew that I wanted to kind of document it, I was just going to kind of go through it with you. So what I did yesterday, I did a couple of things. I moved my Cricut. It used to be right here. As I look at my wall here, it used to be right here. Now, I like it there, but it makes more sense to have, I'm gonna say something I use more often, right in my grabby space. And I thought it made more sense to put my Cricut over where my computer is. So I've put it on my computer desk right now. My computer desk feels a little claustrophobic, but I'm hoping that my brain can just get used to it. And then it's on the little rolly things, you know, the little rolly things. I don't know if I have any here, but they're on little, yeah, there we go. They're on, I put these underneath my Cricut a while ago, the little rolly feet. I will link these down below, but they're little rolly feet, and they just work great underneath my Cricut. So it's shoved against the wall. I can just roll it out, undo it, use it, close it all up, and then push it back. So I'm hoping that it works. I just need to get the cables plugged in and stuff right now. So I've done that. I did that yesterday. And then also yesterday, I haven't got it on here, I don't think, because, no, I don't. I don't have it on here, but I put a acrylic shelf thing in the bathroom so that it, I could stack some stuff rather than have it all just messy. I can literally just move the shelf thing and then clean and then put the shelf back. So it was like a storage organizer thing. And then the other thing that I did yesterday that was crafty but not craft roomy, it was crafty, was I did this. When I did my flip throughs of my craft albums, my scrapbook albums, I did the 12 by 12s, and if you remember, there was a lot of like empty spaces in some of the albums. I had extra 12 by 12 dividers, and then I had the big 12 by 12 ring binder, and I wanted to condense them down so that everything was in a bound album and in an album that made sense. I did that yesterday, and now this album is empty. It's all empty. So now I can get started on doing something in this album, which I think is going to be more dog stuff, more dog album stuff. And I'm just going to do an album of, I think Pixel's going to go in here. I think Pixel's going to go in here. And then that will be Pixel's album, which was our previous dog before Stella and Cosmo. But after Sky and River, he was the middle dog. I think he's going to go in there. So that's what I think is going to go in there. And I put here, by album, 8.5 by 11. I'm still unsure. I don't know. But I don't know what I would use that 12 by 12 for otherwise. But maybe that's a different decision for a different day. So I don't know. I'm not sure about that yet. So that is how I'm doing my goals for July, August, and September. I'm just going to come in, put one thing in here, and I can already kind of cross off or put something in for today, because I did 15 mins of weeding in back yard. Now, it needs more than that, but that was the minimum that I did today. And that is my full, I'm going to call it a fallback. And I've put here, if all else fails, quick declutter, 5 things, 5 minutes, or it's going to be some kind of weeding. And I'm going to put a little, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the little, like, I did one day there of weeding. So that is my plan. And when I did this on Patreon, and I was talking about it on Patreon, and it just resonated with people. So I'm hoping that by sharing this here, it helps you see that you don't need a big goal. What you need is just something that moves you forward. And that's where I think I've been at. And some of these things are the stupidest things, but the problem is that it's stuff that just keep getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. So these will live, as I said, on my clipboard, and I will just pick one thing. And the thing is, as well, I don't have to finish that one thing. And I'm saying that because, let's say, this was the other thing. There was one, where is it? Words. Put words on the wall. I've got like, they're like wood words that I want to put on one of the walls in here, but I needed to paint them. So yesterday was paint. Painted them black. So that got done yesterday, and then hopefully today or this week at some point, I'm going to put the words up and the acrylic shelves. I have sorted out that actually, the 3 drawers. I did that yesterday as well. They are all here, and there's 2 on my bookcase, so those are done as well. And I did all that yesterday. But having this list helps me see, okay, I have 10 minutes. And some of them are also like social, catch up with my friend Deborah, check in with Regina, send Reenie's parcel. They're all things that I need to do that just move me forward. What I want to do this week is Monday from Week in the Life, and just get Monday done. I don't need to do the whole week, I just need to do Monday. Oh, I've also done that. I've done Project Life, the intro page. I still need to do part 1 and part 2 for the spine. I'm just going to put that on there because spine. I want to put a little word art type thing on the spine. So again, I hope this just shows you that we have these goals, but they're big goals that need breaking down. And some of it is the silliest things. Repair the dog treat bag. That has been on my list of things to do for literally about 6 weeks. 6 weeks, no word of a lie. So it's just helping me see, okay, if you did one thing today off this list, today it was weeding so far. I haven't got anything else done so far, but maybe I do some of the printout stuff for the Week in the Life, and that just moves me forward on that. Maybe we get the words put on the wall with the acrylic shelves. Maybe it's that. Maybe I set up my Kanban board. So how can you just do one thing that moves you forward? You don't have to complete it. You just have to start and do the first thing to start the process. Just do one thing, start the process. So that is how I am doing goals for summer. I hope that this helped and gave you some inspiration. Feel free to jump on the bandwagon, steal the idea, whatever. I hope it helped. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you next time. Bye.